So let's take a look at how things went down. Eli Manning, Ben McAdoo looking to revamp that Giants offense. He is the best wide receiver in football. Calvin Johnson and company kicking off the Jim Caldwell era in style. Matthew Stafford, showing some moves there, buying some time, and then finding Megatron. Fellas wide open.
Yeah, you buy that much time down the field. Calvin Johnson, he's too crafty. He's going to get open.
Baldy, how does the guy get that open?
Well, there was a collision there between Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie and Stevie Brown right there. You'll see it right here. I mean, here it is. I mean, so Calvin Johnson, just a scramble drill. He was going deep, but watch this. Watch this collision right here. Cromartie and Stevie Brown collide, and Calvin Johnson stayed on his path right here. And Matt Stafford, who's got a big arm, his eyes are down the field, he's able to get the ball to him right there.
Yeah, it looked like the Keystone Cops there for a minute. You don't see that very often. All right, here's Stafford again, rolling to his left. Another great catch in the end zone.
Well, right here, Stafford feels Walter Thurman on the blitz right now. He moves out. Now look, he's pointing here to Calvin. Hey, just go to the just go to the Chevy. Just go down the street to the Chevy. I'll get it to you. I don't care where Antrell Roll's going. You adjust to the ball.
And by the way, LeBron liking these plays as well. He was tweeting, my favorite player in the world, Calvin Johnson. So here's Eli, taken down by George Johnson. Not a good start for the Giants.
Yeah, they were able to get consistent pressure on Eli Manning. Coming off the edge, also coming inside. There were leaks all over this Giants offensive line.
Yeah, last season the Lions had the 8th most penalties in the NFL. Jim Caldwell certainly hoping to improve on that. All right, Steve Weatherford punting here, and there's a flag on the play. Take another look at exactly what went down here. Ooh.
That could have been worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was hurt on the play, but that's one of the 8 penalties in the first half for the Lions.
Yeah, roughing the kicker, so the Giants' drive stays alive. We fast forward to the second quarter. Eli Manning to Jarrell Jernigan. But it's incomplete. There's a flag on the play. Darius Slay called for pass interference here. And that gives the Giants a fresh set of downs. Tom Coughlin looking on, saying, all right, let's make something happen here.
That was the third fade they threw out of 4 plays. You only need one of them to work, Baldy.
Yeah. Well, that's about the percentage they usually work, but that at least, as bad as the Giants played in that first half, it was only 14-7.
Well, and that was on 4th down as well. This, an unbelievable interception by DeAndre Levy. You have to look at this again because it's almost too hard to believe when you see it in full speed. You're thinking, there's no way this was a pick.
And he doesn't get mentioned when you talk about some of the more athletic linebackers in the league. He is outstanding in coverage. Now, this is a rare interception.
Well, he had 6 interceptions last year. I'm sure none of them were as tough as this one right here. The concentration to keep that ball off the turf at Ford Field was amazing. He knew it right there. His teammates did as well. And Eli is just looking in disgust because there's a breakdown in where Donnell was supposed to be the tight end.
Yeah, that led to a field goal, so that makes it 17-7. Manning here looking for Victor Cruz, picked off by Glover Quinn.
Yeah, we saw some of the throws he made last year, DJ. He's going to his left right here, and he's just tossing the ball up right now, almost carelessly.
Yeah, it's careless. The interesting thing is we saw Matthew Stafford make that careless throw. When you make a careless throw with arm strength, you tend to get away with it.
Well, one has a stronger arm.
All right, 5 plays later, 3rd and goal from the 5. Stafford can't find anybody open, and look at the wheels on Stafford, cutting on a dime. Lions up 27-7. Well, this offense was just rolling for Detroit.
Well, they have a lot of pieces right now. Golden Tate, I think, has made a big difference. They really needed a true number 2 receiver opposite Calvin. He stepped up tonight.
All right, here in the 4th quarter, Eli Manning and the Giants trying to mount a comeback deep over the middle to Donald for a 16-yard gain. The Giants convert and stay alive on that 3rd and 15 play. 4 plays later, Rashad Jennings takes the handoff. He goes up and over. So it's a 27-14 game at this point. Coughlin said, all right, we're on the comeback trail. We might have a chance here. 3rd and 5 for the Lions. Stafford to Johnson again.
Much Calvin.
Lions just keep on moving. 5 plays later, it's 3rd and 4 from the 14. No Calvin Johnson. Instead, it's the new guy, Golden Tate, for 10 yards and the first down.
And that's the Lions getting 5 guys out in the route and knowing Matthew Stafford can see things quickly and make a decision.
And this is Joique Bell spinning his way into the end zone. The Lions go for 2, and they are successful. That makes it 35-14, and that's how it would stand.
All right, how about the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New York Football Giants? Carson Palmer, a very late scratch due to a shoulder injury, so in comes Drew Stanton. Stanton hasn't thrown a pass in the NFL since 2010. But here he is, tossing one to Larry Fitzgerald. He looked like he crossed the plane, but he was actually just shy. Stopped at the 1-yard line. Very next play, 3rd and goal. That's Jonathan Dwyer punching it in from 1 yard out, and the Cardinals take an early 7-0 lead. Drew Stanton wasn't great but effective, 14 for 29, 167 yards. But how about the defense? Ensuing Giants possession. That was Eli Manning looking for Victor Cruz. Instead, intercepted by Sam Acho. Cardinals take over at their own 30. Second quarter. Manning looking for Ruben Randall. Oh, pretty catch here in the back corner of the end zone. Ruben Randall, watch it again. Bobbling the ball all over the place, but does enough to haul it in. That's a touchdown. Giants on the board now, trailing 10-7. Patrick Peterson on the other side. Remember, he signed a big off-season contract. So how did he do? Well, third quarter, Giants ball. Again, they're trailing 10-7. Patrick Peterson called here for holding Ruben Randall. Peterson obviously not too happy with the refs, arguing vehemently with the refs that was not a good call. 4 plays later, Manning looking for Cruz. And another pass interference called on Patrick Peterson. Peterson cannot believe the call. He's extremely upset. 2 plays later, Giants 2nd and goal. Manning to Daniel Fells. Yes, that's a touchdown. Giants take their first lead of the game, 14-10. Listen, the Cardinals special teams today absolutely made a huge impact in today's ball game. 4th quarter, Giants punting. How about this? Ted Ginn, he's still alive, folks. He got hit by Zach Bowman, but then recovers and then burns. My goodness, 77 yards to the house. And the Cardinals go up 19-14. Ensuing Giants possession, this on the kickoff. So we saw Ted Ginn make a spectacular special teams play. How about Quentin Demps? Spinning, looking. Uh-oh, but he coughs it up. Cardinals recover the ball, and they get it at the Giants 21, so it's a very short field for them. But next, Giants possession, 2nd and 10. Manning throws to Rashad Jennings, who then jukes himself out of the ball. He fumbles it. Rashad Johnson recovers, and the Cardinals again with another short field. And the final score, 25-14, as the Cardinals go on to win. Eli Manning, 277 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions.
Welcome back to Game Day Live, and Eli Manning scratching his head wondering what is going on this season. Well, guess what, Eli? Things are going to get better. J.J. Watt and crew undefeated, taking on the winless Giants, but, well, things starting out a little wacky for the Giants. Actually, both teams.
Larry Donald puts the ball on the ground. I mean, routine, red zone play. You just can't do that.
Look at Tom Coughlin.
That's not coaching.
We jumped to the second quarter.
Oh, my God. You thought he had a sour look on his face before.
Well, and Steve Weatherford knows it's a low, fast snap, but it's one that, we've seen Steve snag a few times, get that ball down. Just multiple easy mistakes all across the board.
Call Victor Cruz. Little dance step there, little salsa, gets into the end zone, puts the Giants up early. Give it to him.
We haven't seen that enough lately.
Yeah.
The big play or the dance.
Ryan Fitzpatrick taking over for the Texans, going deep, and look at that.
My gosh,
that's a
DeAndre
catch.
Hopkins.
That's a catch.
Coach Bill, you coached that up, right?
Right, exactly where we drew it up.
But
the catch negated, and look at that, one hand.
On a deep ball like that, that's spectacular.
we thought Brandon Marshall touchdown last week was special.
But that deep
too
ball.
bad it doesn't count.
Wow.
Doesn't matter that it doesn't count. He did it.
And then
This counts, though.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick did this too.
throwing off your back foot.
And Antrell been in this league a long time doing just that. Sitting back there waiting. Right place at the right time.
Tom Coughlin and crew excited. Something to finally get excited about for his team. They cash it in a couple of plays later. Giants rolling at that point, and you think in the second half, you just think, hey, finally they're going to get all these people in New York off their back. They're going to take control of this game. Wait, whoa, the defense.
Hey, no
Alfred
Arian Foster. Alfred Blue said, give me a few touches.
Arian Foster says, you know what? There you go, young fella. 13 carries for 78 yards for Blue in the game. That was his long of 46 yards. And then Fitzpatrick, bang, bang, boom. What needs to happen there, Coach?
Somebody back up.
Absolutely.
Put another guy on the field. You'd rather have a penalty than get beat deep behind you.
Damaris Johnson was glad, though, that they weren't deeper than him.
20-34 for Fitzpatrick on the day with that touchdown pass.
See you, Ryan.
Scrappy, getting that first down, trying to keep his team in it in the fourth quarter. At some point, he's got to shave.
The
helmet's
beard's
just
not
gonna
working
fit,
for
huh?
him.
He's doing
It's
his
just not
Dan
gonna
Fouts,
work.
Look at Tom Coughlin throwing that red flag.
Look at that knee
They
down before.
Initially giving him the first down, and good eye by Tom and his staff.
Yeah,
And there goes the
not good when
punt,
we're
and
showing
there
this.
goes the play.
You go from a first down to the ball at your 30-yard line.
Special teams playing a big part in this game, just like so many other games today. And Eli, give him a little time. Great pass, great catch by Fells.
Yeah, Daniel Fells, way to go down and get that ball for Eli. Low and away, Eli put it in a place where the defender wouldn't see it. Good catch. Speaking of defenders not seeing it, not such the case for Ryan Fitzpatrick.
So the Giants get their defense going, they get their offense going. They get a win. That's the most important thing. And in New York, that's everything for this team.
But you know what? You saw Tom Coughlin right there. I promise you, as good. It's a win. And you pray. Just give me the one win. God, don't let me go 0-16. Before he gets back to the locker room, he's going to be thinking about how they come back and get 17 points, and what am I going to do next week? Are we going to be able to keep this going?
FedEx Field for another look at that dominating performance from the Giants. Kirk Cousins coming off a dominating performance. 3 touchdown passes last week in that game against the Eagles, but in trouble here, fellas.
Nuka slaps that arm down. I like the pole arm, slaps the opposite arm down, gets around the edge, gets the sack. On who, Heath?
Yeah, Kirk
Columbus.
Cousins. Yeah, Tyler Columbus.
Our guy.
Hey, extra field time for you this week, buddy.
So here's Eli. He takes over at the Redskins 24. The 1 TD pass. 18 of his last 19 starts against the Redskins. Here's one right here to Larry Donnell.
Listen, it's pretty. There's nothing fancy to it. When you let the tight end straight off the line, Willie, what are you supposed to do to the tight end?
You got to jam the tight end. You can't give him direct entry up the seam in the red zone.
That's too easy.
First time the Giants have scored in the first
So they
quarter
didn't hear
of
us
the
the
season.
first time,
Right.
Heath.
Listen, come on, Brandon Merriweather. You know you got Bill Belichick in your ear. Jam the tight end. Jam the tight end. No, give him a free release inside. Not good.
Giants up 14-0. How about one more?
And then Breland, the cornerback, he split out wide. Larry.
That's just a good throw and catch right
no,
there.
it really is.
At high
It
point.
really is.
By the way, all 3 of those touchdown passes to Donnell. What a night for him. Logan Paulson stripped by Trumaine McBride, who also recovers the ball. The Giants take over at their own 18.
That was really almost a game-changing play there. At that point, becomes a 6-point swing. They're in field goal range. Instead, the Giants get it and go down and get a field goal here in a minute.
Oh, here's Manning looking deep for Victor Cruz for 29 yards. 1 second left on the clock. That was drawn up nicely.
How does that happen, Willie?
It's bad. It's a bad situation. You have to know what the situation is on the field. You can't give up a big play in that right there. Not
In the
good.
third, Cousins picked off again. Prince Amukamara returns at 28 yards. Giants take over at the 21. Jay Gruden cannot believe it.
Defensive backs for the Giants was like.
Amukamara's gotten better every year, it seems like.
He has.
On the next drive, Cousins out of his own end
Speaking of
zone.
getting better, not here.
Picked off by Quentin Demps, the Redskins' 4th turnover of the game.
Yeah, this is one.
There was no pressure in his face. I mean, he had a clean pocket. It's just a bad throw.
He waited, threw it to the wrong person.
Well, here come the Giants. Donnell not available, so
What a
Daniel
night for the
Fells
tight end.
catches the touchdown.
What a night for the tight end. Wow.
Wide open.
31-14 at this point. Later in the third, Redskins still trailing 31-14. Picked off not once, not twice, not thrice, but 4 times, this time by Trumaine McBride. My goodness, what
that face
a
right there,
difference a
Danny,
week makes.
says it all. And that's a big injury.
That's not good either.
Yeah, Trent Williams leaves the field. He's
Your
probably the
best
best player.
offensive lineman.
He might be the best player on that team.
Could be.
Then in the fourth quarter, Eli Manning says, nobody's open. I'm going to run it in.
Wow.
1-yard touchdown run. Giants lead
See, you called this one, Drew.
38-14. The final 45-14. The Giants run away with it, taking it to their division foes. Great night for Eli Manning. Passes for 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes, runs for another one. The Giants now back at 500. Falcons and the Giants. This was another good one. OCU Manura making his return to MetLife Stadium to face his former team. The Giants' first-round pick, Odell Beckham Jr., did have an impact today.
It's good to see him out there.
Yeah, Manning finding the rook for the first down there, his first career NFL catch. The last rookie to get on the field this year, rookie first-round pick, that is. Manning to Reuben Randall here for the touchdown, and the Giants on top 7-0.
You add Odell Beckham to Randall, what you have Victor Cruz. Now you got a nice set of weapons, not to mention Larry Donnell at tight end.
Well, yeah, Donnell pops on the scene a few weeks back. Big tight end, red zone target.
We have a Steven Jackson sighting his second touchdown of the year, ties it up at 7 apiece. Special teams is important. Preston Parker taken out of the end zone. Eric Weems forces the refumble and recovers the ball. The Falcons take over at the Giants 21. That led to a Matt Bryant 20-yard field goal. So the Falcons go up 10-7. How about OCU Ask? Talking to some of his old friends, Howard Cross, Chris Snee in the pregame, and then saying hello to Eli right here.
Eli felt him coming. He said, let me just get down before I take this hit.
The Giants would add a Josh Brown field goal. They trailed 13-10 at the half. In the third quarter, Ryan.
Every week.
He scores from at least 40 yards out.
Crazy.
All he does is score touchdowns. This one good for 76 yards, puts the Falcons up 20-10, but it was far from over. Take another look at how this one went down, guys.
Yeah, you've got angles number 1, tackling number 2, and effort number 3.
Yeah, and that's
0 for
where
3.
Tom Coughlin, the effort there. You saw DRC kind of just, pause, he got this. Oh, he doesn't have this, and you saw the end result.
Rashad Jennings leaves the game with a knee sprain, but in comes the rookie Andre Williams, and he gets the touchdown. So the Giants back in the ball game. It's 20-17 at this point. In the fourth, 3rd and 8, Manning to Victor Cruz for the all-important first down.
And that's what this offense does. Get the ball out quick and let your guys run after the catch. Victor Cruz making people miss.
3 plays later on 3rd and 3, Manning to Odell Beckham Jr. for his first career touchdown. Giants take the lead 24-20. Yeah, what was that exactly?
How's your hamstring?
It's great. If you can do that, your hamstring's flawless, I promise you. Surprised you can throw his back out.
2 Falcons possessions later, Ryan to Devin Hester. He stopped just shy of the first down. That was 3rd and 11. So it's 4th and 1 here from their 29. Mike Smith decides to go for it. Ryan sacked by Jonathan Hankins.
I've been doing this show all day. Was Steven Jackson still healthy and in the ball game at that point in time?
You're saying they should have gone to Steven Jackson?
I have no problem, throw that thing to Julio,
Eli Manning, Giants had scored at least 30 in 3 straight wins. LaShawn McCoy averaging less than 3 yards per carry, but on the second possession, LT's getting a little lame.
Well, that's a hole, and once he sees that hole, he can get through it now for a nice gain.
22 carries, $149. That's an average of almost 7 yards per carry. Now, Tom Coughlin would challenge the play because the ball ended up on the ground. However, call would stand, and it was Eagles' ball. But how about Foles to Zach Ertz?
Whenever they got that running game going, everything is going, and it's a hard offense to stop.
3 plays later, Foles to Ertz for the 15-yard score. The Eagles up 10-zip. Now, was Ertz able to stay in bounds? Look at that pretty catch.
This should never happen. A premier corner getting beat by a tight end in this game.
Beautiful pitch and catch, and probably best celebration of the weekend on the sidelines, too. Second quarter, same score. Foles off the play action and finding James Casey, who's the 3rd-string tight end. He's wide open.
He really throws well on the move, Foles does. It's one of his best assets.
As far as Eli, okay, he wasn't great. He also didn't get much help because he was being chased all night long.
Yes, he was.
Connor Barwin
Got to get rid of that.
jars it loose.
Not one of his best assets.
Then Vinny Curry gets him.
Yeah.
Barwin by Pugh for the sack. Manning was sacked 5 times in the first half. Tom Coughlin.
Block somebody. Somebody. Just nip somebody.
Now on to the third, and this is where we're talking about the injury to Victor Cruz. As the Giants are trying to get back into this on 4th and goal, it's off his mitts, and he actually hurt the knee before the ball even hit his hands. Torn patella tendon on the play.
Right there. That's a good kid, too, man.
You saw the emotion, literally hands over his face.
And he got there the hard way, man. Nothing given to him. He earned it the hard way.
As far as the game, McCoy.
Look at that blocking, man.
Biggest gain of the night, 28 yards.
Didn't get touched to 20 yards down the field.
And then 3 plays later.
He misses that, though, y'all. He hadn't had that in a long time.
LT, there's your former teammate.
Look at the burst when he see that hole, man. He's still quick.
Ball, man. I love that kid, man.
That's right. I see you. I see you. 27 zip.
Yeah, Roscoe.
By the way, Sean
that.
McCoy looks like a small forward next to Darren Sproles. Now, here's the bad news. His team's up 27 zip. A minute to go in the third quarter. We're hearing possible ACL, MCL injury. Gosh, could you imagine if they go on without him? What a weapon. Special teams.
He's a tough little joker, man.
Michael, Dion, Marshall, I'm Chris for Game Day Final presented by Mercedes-Benz. Look who drove into Arlington. Eli coming off a shutout in Philly, taking on Tony Romo and the 5-1 Cowboys. First quarter, Romo, so many weapons. Dez, DeMarco, Jason Witten, Terrence Williams. How about Gavin Escobar?
Escobar.
Yeah, that's what you can do when you have so much time and everybody is trying to stop the run. You can find other players.
Hey, Eli Manning, pretty good on Sunday as well. Here on 4th and 1, looking for Daniel Fells, who falls, but that's because he got pushed, and so we got PI on J.J. Wilcox.
I like the courage of the Giants going for it on 4th and 1.
3 plays later, remember, there's no Victor Cruz, but keep your eye on this kid, the first-round pick, Odell Beckham Jr.
Mike, let me tell you something. I've been watching this kid for the last couple of weeks. He can run routes, man.
I've been watching for the last couple of years.
He's nice, man.
At LSU, boy, bad now.
Romo threw it only 23 times on this day. That was his lone boo-boo, picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Friends, if you don't know what to do with that thing, just get down, baby, because this right here, that shouldn't happen.
That's DeMarco Murray right there.
Put DeMarco Murray in.
Dez slipped right there now, and you got to give Dez an opportunity to make a play, and I think that's what Romo was trying to do.
Then, on the ensuing drive, Manning to Fells. Gets through about 3 or 4 tackles and into the end zone, and look who's celebrating. The Giants are up 7.
HBCU, baby. I love it.
But here comes Dallas, thanks to the NFL's leading rusher, DeMarco Murray. It looks like he kind of blew a tire on that one, Marshall.
Right there. You know, these are the kind of things that happen. Back in the day, he would have been out. You're going to see it in a little bit. Oh, he came back and ran the football just as hard.
Speaking of running, Romo keeping it alive to Terrence Williams. His only grab goes for 6, and we're tied at 14
See, he's becoming a great complementary receiver to Dez.
Yes, he is, man. You can manage Tony Romo. He does such a great job at extending plays his own way. Tony Romo does.
But there's a clean pocket, and on 3rd down, connecting with Dez. This is a gain of 44. There he is, playmaker.
Boy, the second quarter, my son stood up and said, "I am in beast mode. I will wear these 8s and wear them well." And he wrote a story today.
3 plays later, it's Escobar.
Dime. Right there, Tony
throw.
Romo dropped it in the bucket.
Great catch.
Between 2 defenders, and Escobar, the Aztec, made the catch.
On to the 4th, Giants down 7. Manning to Larry Donnell, kind of a forgotten man the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Trying a little extra hard to
want
get
to be forgotten right now.
Now, this part I love about the Dallas Cowboys defense. Now, you can talk about this no name and all of that thing, but boy, I tell you, every time they're tackling those guys, they're snatching for that football.
And here comes Dez, one of his 9 catches for $151. Did he get in?
Look at the effort, man, 88 years. He plays with such intensity. He is my son, man.
But
he looks like me, smells like me. He plays like me.
Okay, I have no idea what DeMarco Murray smells like, but he's good. 7 straight 100-yard games to open a season. That's breaking a tie with Jim Brown, so that's an NFL record.
I love you,
Jim
son.
Brown?
Look at that. Boy, that looks, oh, I'm telling you, I saw those
Say Jim Brown?
the double trouble hand clap that me and Emmett used to do all the time.
Eli, in the meantime, trying to lead the troops down the field. That's Reuben Randall. And then 6 plays later, Eli to Odell Beckham Jr. 4 catches, 2 went for 6.
Way to sit in that hole like Victor Cruz would. Hadn't played in the slot much, but he's finding his way around.
How smart that is for a young receiver to find a hole in a zone like that and sit.
How about the cut by DeMarco?
Great vision
right there. You see that the overload, the backside guy folded in. They committed to the play side. You cut it back. Take what they give you.
Who's got the best record in the NFL? They do!
MetLife Stadium on Monday Night Football. Big night for the G-men and their faithful. Michael Strahan got his Hall of Fame ring at halftime.
Looks like he can still suit up.
Right, still looks pretty good. They brought out some of the old-timers there to kind of spur on the crowd as well. Eli Manning and the Giants trying to avoid a 3-game losing streak. Andrew Luck coming in with that string of 300-yard passing performances. He'd hit it again. And this was the biggest play of the first half, perhaps. Kobe Fleener makes the catch that he actually dropped, but they rule it a catch on the field. And there was no challenge.
Jaquan Williams looks like he's getting it out of Kobe Fleener's hands right here. And before Tom Coughlin could decide whether to challenge that or not, Andrew Luck was up at the line of scrimmage. Heck, ESPN missed the snap, and he finds Kobe Fleener right here for the touchdown. I mean, they caught the Giants a little unsure of what they were doing. And as a result, look at the confusion here of the Giants. Andrew Luck is looking at all of it going, give me my Stanford tight end one more time.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and Kobe Fleener's just running a little corner route right here. Nobody picks him up. That was the first touchdown of the game and the only touchdown scored in the first half.
You see Tom Coughlin trying to get the red challenge flag out of the sock, throws it out there. They actually blew the whistle after the touchdown and said, no, the challenge flag was not thrown until after the snap.
It's ineffective once that ball is snapped, and that's why Andrew Luck got him to the line of scrimmage and moved on.
As you said, it was the only touchdown in the first half, put the Colts up 10-0. Well, Eli Manning, on the other hand, just not in sync with the receivers here. It's Odell Beckham Jr. trying to go for one, pass broken up. Ruben Randall can't make the catch here. Preston Parker, I mean, Nate, the QB for the Giants and his receivers just...
And this is what we talked about all year. We thought at some point, week after week, they're going to get it. Eli's going to get this offense going. The relationship with the receivers is going to grow. But right now, they just don't seem to be on the same page. You got balls flying over guys' heads. Maybe it's the pressure, but you got to give credit to that Colts defense. They came to play today.
Couple drops here hurt him as well.
Manning under 100 yards in the first half. It was 16-3 Colts. And then Dwayne Allen. Big year for him, catching touchdowns right there.
Remember, he wasn't healthy last year. Back healthy now.
Yep.
Big part of what they do. This play was amazing here by Ahmad Bradshaw. I still think of him as a Giant wearing 44.
Yeah, right.
He actually fumbles the snap right here, and the ball is loose, and Ahmad Bradshaw, just a veteran that he is, picks it up and then skirts on that third down and is converted.
Yeah, even when things went wrong for the Colts, they found a way to make it right. And this is the play of the week, according to you, Baldy. T.Y. Hilton pulling it away from DRC.
Well, DRC plays it perfectly. He's playing on the upfield shoulder. He out-jumps T.Y. Hilton. He has the ball, but Hilton pulls it into his body, Nate, and wrestles it away down to the ground. That broke the game wide open.
They say every time the play isn't over until it's over. Cromartie relaxed a little bit. T.Y. wanted it more and snatched that ball out of his hands.
Broke it open indeed, 23-3 at that point. Now, Manning tries to come back. The rookie Odell Beckham Jr. showing some skills here as he has this season so far. Big catch for 59 yards down to the Colts 25. A few plays later, they go screen pass. And we're out in the flat, I suppose.
Rookie Andre Williams here.
Andre Williams.
Yeah, shows the power that he has, which at 240 pounds, he's got plenty.
Feed the rookie when he's running with a purpose there. Next play, right up the gut. Bounce off, bounce into the end zone. 84-play drive in 5 plays, so it's a 23-10 game. Okay, well, the Colts say, you want that? You're going to get this. Reggie Wayne, the old-timer.
Wayne! Looking good. How old is he now? About 40?
Well,
45?
Old enough that he's been around long enough to pass James Lofton for 8th on the all-time receiving yardage list. Congratulations to Reggie. Colts go up 30-10. Then problems for the Giants offense. They were awful on turnovers, takeaway, giveaway last year, having their problems again this year. Manning fumbles the football. Empty hand rule called right there. Sergio Brown recovers down inside the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. And try and cap it off with Dwayne. Whoa. G-men completely fooled there as Dwayne Allen wide open.
His play-action fakes are outstanding. I mean, just the attention to detail, putting the ball in the belly of the back, pulling it out. being able to turn around, know exactly where Allen's going to be.
High fives and fist bumps as the Colts take care of business 40-24 in New Jersey.
What about the champs and Tama?
Oh, no.
I mean, this is like...
You thought that was a nest?
We got a lawsuit going
just
here.
Just be careful what you're parking on somebody's head there. Russell Wilson, 18-2 as a starter at home, taking on the Giants, who looked awful on Monday night, and Wilson looked awful on this pass. Picked off by Zach Bowman. Now,
I hope we highlight Zach. He had another good play.
The Giants blanked last year by the Seahawks at home. Had 181 total yards, but Eli did his thing here on 2nd and goal, looking for Preston Parker in the back of the end zone.
That's too much time.
And he's got 6, and we're tied at 7.
That's just too much time. I just don't remember a quarterback having that much time against the Seahawks.
Hey, guys, Odell Beckham Jr., he's going to be special. Working on Richard Sherman, picks up 44.
That's an explosive. Got him off the jam, too. Put him in the trail technique.
Led to an Andre Williams touchdown and a G-Men 14-7 lead. Later on in the second, watch Jason Pierre-Paul. You got to remember, you're facing a running quarterback who can pick him up and put him down to a gain of 26.
That's bad assignment football. Either he or the safety has contained on the quarterback. Both of them went to the back, and, Russell will make that play every time.
Later on in this drive, 4th and 3, Wilson to Jermaine Kearse. He picks up 7 and moves the chains. And that's when they went to beast mode. This is his 2nd touchdown of the game for Marshawn Lynch. Skittles on everybody. Seahawks, a 15-play, 85-yard drive that took almost 8.5 minutes off the clock.
Marshawn Lynch had people making business decisions out there.
3rd quarter, tied at 17. Manning going for an all for his rookie. Tip picked off by Earl Thomas.
Nobody does this in the NFL except the Seattle Seahawks. The ability to tip the ball up. And that's the key. I can get guys to intercept it. I need to get those guys that know how to tip it.
Best reaction of the day, Tom Coughlin, after he watches his rookie try and make the play. Your thoughts? Exactly. On to the 4th, still tied at 17. Marshawn Lynch with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the day. The Seattle Seahawks had 350 yards on the ground, most by a team in a single game since the Browns had 352 against the Chiefs 5 years ago. Getting back to their old identity.
Yeah, the Giants got to find that identity.
Well, Eli Manning found Michael Bennett, and that's not a good thing. He was sacked twice on the day, although Manning had decent numbers, 283 and a touch and only 1 INT.
See, somebody got to teach quarterbacks that. The Manning's got it. Go down.
Marshawn Lynch would not go down on this one.
Watch the corner. Look. Oh, that's not the one.
But this is the fumble, and Seattle grabbed it, kept it alive. I'm thinking, you're probably thinking it was this next play, because then it would be 3rd down, and here's Marshawn.
There's the business decision, 31.
He darn near took a step back.
That's a 4-touchdown game for Marshawn Lynch. Joins Sean Alexander and Kurt Warner, not our Kurt Warner, the other Kurt Warner, with 4 touchdown games for Seattle. Then Russell Wilson had his 3rd 100-yard rushing game. Only Michael Vick has ever done that at the quarterback position. Guess he's won 3 in a row and is 6-3 on the year. That's right, Pete and them boys. They win at 38. What about the Giants and the Niners? Aldon Smith. Back for the first time after serving a 9-game suspension. Eli Manning. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Picked off by Chris Borland early.
Borland is believe in Eli? That's a lie.
I'm still believing Eli.
That's a lie.
I do.
Borland's first career INT, playing for the injured Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman on the inside.
A pick or 2 don't matter to Eli, see?
This one hurt, though.
Believe in
in
Eli?
the red zone.
That's a lie.
Michael Wilhoit with the INT. Tom Coughlin, your thoughts on that? Yep.
Eli gonna have that same look. Touchdown.
3rd quarter, Niners up just 2. Colin Kaepernick to Michael Crabtree. I didn't know he had this gear.
When you see what Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie did on this play, it makes me angry.
I'm telling you, that's secondary for the Giants. For real, I play the scout team before I play them cats, man.
PRC, you better than that, baby. You better than that. One of the best of the game to me. Play like it, man.
Team high 4th touchdown grab this year for Crabtree. 3rd quarter, after a Giants field goal, Josh Brown with the onside kick, and the Giants recover. However, we've got some controversy. Jim Harbaugh wants him to look at it because he thinks his guy, Bubba Ventrone, had possession.
They devoted this thing.
And should have been down there, but no. The referee said he never had full possession, so it is indeed Giants football.
It did.
Now that's the good news. The bad news is they let Eli throw it. That's INT number 3. Eric Reed picking it up.
Eli gets that first one time,
Eli get locked in.
He's one of the best safeties.
Eric Reed. Eli gonna have that same look.
All right, so Giants get it back. 4th and inches. Rashad Jennings back for the first time in over a month, and he can't get inches.
See, what we don't say right now is Eli has thrown 4 interceptions and they still in the game. That says a lot.
Yeah.
Well, here's their 4th, right here.
Oh, my bad.
That's all right.
I miscounted.
You lose track when he throws this many. I get it. Chris Culliver with the 4th.
And he just lets him go.
Good job, Eli.
And, of course, giving it to the next coach of the Raiders, Jim Harbaugh.
Oh, stop.
Why you say that, man?
Come on. Eli, how good is Odell Beckham Jr. going to be?
Grown man. That's grown man business right there.
I want him to be good down here in a minute.
That's grown man business right there, y'all. Yeah.
1 buttocks equals 2 feet on the grab, by the way. So now you get into the interesting play calling section for the Giants. 1st and goal. All right, you want to run a fade, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
2nd down. Well, guys, Plexico Burris didn't come through that tunnel. Do they get paid by the fade?
At least you should get the ball or PI. These receivers do not. Please go watch Dez Bryant run this.
All right, so now 4th down, we're going to throw it. It's going to get tipped, and you know what that means. Oh, that's a 5-pack, a bad 5 of interceptions for Eli for the 2nd time in his career. Between the Cowboys and the Giants. Now, pregame, did you see Odell Beckham Jr. doing this?
I love the fact that he practices this, man.
See, that's corrupting kids, though. I had a kid play for me seeing that mess last week, get in the game, try to do that mess.
Yeah, he was doing that this offseason, too. When I was working out with the guys, man, he was doing that same kind of catch.
How do you explain that? Chris Collinsworth started by saying it was the greatest catch he had ever seen.
Well, I don't know. Chris Collinsworth was the first one most people heard because he was on TV. I'm sure other people say things at their house similar to that. I just want you to understand the truth of the matter. Now, because we all said it.
Look at the tweets, Shannon Sharp.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. Don't believe what he said, catch of the year.
Right.
How about
it is.
Hey, King James said, man, I just witnessed the greatest catch ever possibly by Odell Beckham Jr. By the way,
y'all need to win, man. Don't worry about Beckham.
Defense. Kurt Warner, wow. Beckham Jr. Wow. And then how's it compared to the catch by David Tyree in the Super Bowl?
That wasn't no catch. That was luck by Tyree in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, boy. That right there. That's a phenomenal grab right there, man.
I like the kid.
That kid there's off the chain. Say what you will, that kid is a beast.
All right, so now Romo flaring it out to Lance Dunbar. That's a gain of 26, and the Cowboys are in the red zone. At that point, down 14-3. Then Romo, the shovel pass to Jason Witten, who scores for the 56th time in his career, and Dallas is down just 4. Next Giants possession.
Way to go, Witten.
We thought this one would be big. Andre Williams inside the 10, fumbles, or so we think. Because in that dog pile, he loses it. Dallas says, hey, we recovered.
You know they recovered.
The referee said, ruled down by contact on the field. Jason Garrett would challenge.
You see the ball coming out, and the guy is right there not on the ground. It was a clip, but that's okay.
Not conclusive enough, and Des Bryant is like, what? How isn't that a fumble? Well, it's big because then on the next play, Williams takes it in. They scored touchdowns on their first 3 drives of the game. Cowboys down 11 at the break. 3rd quarter, though, Romo to Cole Beasley. Prime, you mentioned you like this kid.
I like this kid. He moves, Shane, nice whip route. Comes, spins outside, makes something on the miss, and he goes the distance. You didn't think he could run like that, but the guy got it done.
I didn't think he could run like that neither time. I was like, man, his little legs are moving.
Giants up 21-17. Next New York possession, 3rd and 2. Manning to Beckham, a gain of 12 yards. And watch what happens here. Barry Church pops him. There's a flag thrown initially, but they would pick it up because they said Beckham flopped.
Yeah, he makes them the greatest receiving catches ever, and he's a great actor. The kid's just so talented. He's gifted. He's a phenomenal kid.
Like a Vlade Divac's flop? You get fined $10,000 by the NBA?
He's going to make it work in New York.
That's a bad throw.
Yeah, Eli has it tipped away, and then Barry Church picking it off. That's his 7th INT in the last 3 games for Manning. Of course, he had 5 last week. And as you can see, it just I mean, he had Parker wide open.
Just a little too high for him right there, man. Eli, just a little high. And that ball there, that touchdown there could have really put something on Dallas.
Then Tony Romo looking. I'll throw it out here to Dez, who does his thing.
That was a hard hit he took. But let me tell you something. The great protection on that play was everything.
Why do you take that kind of hit? He could have cut back. Anything to do with a miss.
Now with the Giants down 3, minute to go in the third, we're going to swing it out to Rashad Jennings.
That's the play that Eli had back up the sideline wide open and couldn't see him.
That Dallas defense.
Look at him. He's gone.
Yeah.
He throw up that Moss hand. That Moss hand. When Moss threw the hand up, you can forget it.
We're on to the fourth. Manning, Beckham takes a hit from Orlando Scandrick.
He's got to go field on that.
And injures his back. He actually had to leave the field of play. Everybody thought he might have been done for the night.
He went in there and heard that song singing in the locker room.
He had 10 catches for $146 and a couple of scores. Next Cowboys drive. Romo protected a 3-point lead to Terrence Williams, but it is broken up by Zach Bowman, so the Cowboys are forced to punt. And look who's coming back. It's not a Willis Reed moment in New York, but it'll do. Giants ensuing drive. Manning hits Preston Parker. That's a gain of 16 and a first down. 3 plays later, 3rd and 7. Manning threw for 338 and 3 scores. Hits Larry Donnell for a gain of 16.
Trying to make some young guys and bring them out. Nail Parker.
And then swings it out to Rashad Jennings, who had 8 catches for 68 yards. He breaks free. He is down inside the 15 after a gain of 27.
That kid, they can play some football, man. He gets strong as the game goes on.
Manning again. Jennings shy of the goal line, but he's sniffing it. And then 3 plays later, 3rd and goal. Manning.
Great play,
Adrian Robinson, his 4th career catch, his 1st career touchdown. Congratulations to Eli, 16th quarterback with 250 career passing touchdowns.
Great fake by Robinson right there, really selling that run and rolling back out.
All right, so here comes Dallas. Tony Romo, 12 game-winning drives since 2012, hands it off to the NFL's leading rusher, DeMarco Murray. That moves the chains after a gain of 9. Then after an offsides penalty, Romo to Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley, he's always on time, baby.
Inside the 40, down to the 36.
Huge play. New York passed all right. If he's making the play, you got to rally up and make the tackle.
And then how about the protection, Mike, by the offensive line?
That's why these left tackles, right tackles make all the money in the world. They should.
Out to Jason Witten. That's a gain of 15. Flag on the defense, by the way. 2 plays later, Romo. He's just moving, tap dancing, moving around, and
incredible amount of time.
Nobody, you can't cover nobody that long.
Amount of time.
You cannot cover nobody that long. I don't care.
And there he goes.
They would review the play. Indeed, Dez came down with it. He scored a touchdown
Look at that left
in 13
tackle.
of his last 16 games.
And how many or who many? And how many or who many?
He's got 6 in his last 4, and he scored in 13 of his last 16 games. I see you.
Just do us, son. Just do us. Exit out and get on out. Exit out and get out.
Now on 4th and 2, Eli to Jennings. They say that's good enough to move the chains. Now with under 2 minutes to go, you can't challenge. It's got to be a booth review. Jason Garrett's like, hey, look at it. And they do, and they come back, and they look at it, and they said he didn't quite get to the 30, so the boss is like, yeah, Tommy. The Giants have lost 6 in a row.
New York Giants taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And current Giants coach, Tom Coughlin, remember, used to be the head coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, 2nd quarter now. Giants leading 7-0. Eli Manning hits Larry Donnell. He's going to get into the end zone, right? No, just a yard short there, but a 32-yard pickup for the big burly tight end. 3 plays later, Manning, nice little pass to Preston Parker for the touchdown. A 5-play, 54-yard drive, and the Giants lead 14-0. Next Giants possession, same score. Odell Beckham Jr. Look at the catch and run from ODB, man. 29-yard pickup there. Takes it down to the Jaguars' 33-yard line. 5 plays later, same drive. Here's Rashad Jennings. I mean, Rashad Jennings is a man. 17 yards for the touchdown, and the Giants go up 21-0. It's over, right? It's got to be over. Third quarter. Giants ball. Manning hit and then fumbles. It's recovered by J.T. Thomas. That's a Jaguar defensive score. And the Jaguars now trail 21-10. It's the first fumble recovery for touchdown in 18 games for the Jags. All right, so later, Blake Bortles, Marquise Lee, the USC rookie, 30-yard touchdown strike. The 2-point conversion fails, so it's 21-16. The Giants still lead, though. It's fine, right? It's fine. Fourth quarter. Manning to Donnell. He's hit, upended, and the ball's loose. Oh, my goodness, that's Jonathan Cyprien. Aaron Colvin recovers the fumble and returns it 41 yards for the touchdown. The second defensive score and 22 unanswered points by the Jaguars. They now lead 22-21. Later, Giants now. Throwing to ODB, a 23-yard pickup, gets him inside Jag territory, same drive. This on third down to keep the drive alive. Looking for Preston Parker. Really just throwing it out of bounds as Eli Manning trying to preserve that field position. That forced a Josh Brown 33-yard field goal, and the Giants led 24-22. All right, this is with under 2 minutes to go now. Bortles kept it, ran 20 yards for a first down, and put the Jags in field goal range. Guess what? Josh Scobie from 43 yards out. That is good. That's with 32 seconds left in the ballgame. The Jags lead 25-24. Last gasp for the Giants. And guess what? Manning is sacked by Senderick Marks. It's recovered by Chris Clemens. And the Jaguars would go on to win 25-24, the largest comeback win in franchise history. All right, let's talk New York Giants taking on the Tennessee Titans. And you know how basketball players do pregame dunks or trick shots? That's what ODB does during warm-ups, except with football catches. I mean, look at this stuff. This is incredible. Jumping over guys, catching balls. It's a lot of fun to see. All right, first quarter, no score. Eli Manning takes the snap, then tosses it to ODB, and then Beckham tries to launch it way downfield, but it's no good. He was looking for Ruben Randall there. It'd be incomplete. 4 plays later, Manning is going to, well, he's going to go the more traditional route. He's going to toss it to Beckham for an 18-yard pickup in traffic. That would lead to a 20-yard Josh Brown field goal to put the Giants up 3-0. All right, next Giants possession. Manning throwing deep again, this time to Odell Beckham Jr. In traffic, it doesn't matter. The man's got steel traps for hands. He picks it up for 50 yards down to the 22-yard line. All right, same drive. 3 plays later. Guess what? It would be ODB again. A 15-yard touchdown this time, and a funky little dance as well. The Giants go up 10-0. Beckham Jr., 9 catches in the first half for 117 yards. All right, then in the third quarter, how about this? Looked a little bit like a busted play, but it's all good. It's another rookie. It's Andre Williams for 50 yards in the touchdown. And the Giants go up 30-0. Oh, my goodness. A tough day for Zach Mettenberger, though. Battling injuries all week, and it really came to a head here in the fourth. You saw him there. Got hit right in the back by Devin Kennard. He was injured on the play. Mettenberger would not return. His final line, 14-24, 124 yards, and 1 interception. So in comes Jake Locker in a fourth quarter blowout. Next, Titans possession, as we see Jake Locker there. And again, remember, it's 36-7 right now. Locker from the shotgun is going to throw deep. He's looking for Delaney Walker, but pass broken up, and it's ultimately intercepted by Quentin Demps. The Giants would then go on to win 36-7. The Giants snapped their 7-game losing streak, and the Titans have now lost 7 in a row themselves. The Giants improved to 4-9.
That is your typical tip drill. Here's Antrell roll with eyes through.
Washington's lost 5 straight. 6. Taking on New York. Colt McCoy got cleared to play on Friday. Has that strained neck. He didn't play very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, just watch. The backup always comes in and play better than the starter.
And by the way, Gruden didn't activate a third quarterback, even though one of them was injured going into this thing. So guess what? What about Bob? Here comes Jay Saber.
Pay attention to what I'm saying to you.
Last play of the first half, RG3 hopping in for his first rushing touchdown since the knee surgery.
Come on, Dean. Come on, Dean. Let this go, man. You know what RG3
remember,
has been through.
every score is reviewed, so they look at it.
Let
Dean
this
playing
go,
Dino.
Let it go, Dean. The man's been
vice
through
president
enough.
of officiating tweeted out that, you know what? Did a good job. He lost control of the ball, didn't get it again. And so no touchdown. But watch Santana Moss, who gets in the ref's face. What'd you say about the U part two? He said, you out of here. He gone. See ya.
Fourth quarter. Put that on the U part two.
RG3 scrambling for 1 yard and a little banged up too. You okay? I'll tell you who's okay. Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, he's okay.
ODB.
Is he the best of this receiving class?
ODB. Man, this is a great receiving class now.
Is he the best one?
Boy, that's a hard call, Chris. There's a lot of good ones out there now. He makes some exceptional great.
He is going to end up being the better.
That's a lot of them. That's a lot right now, though. I can't say he's the best.
Not going to say he's the best. He is 28 yards shy of 1,000 for the season, by the way, and he missed 4 games. I'm just going to say.
Yeah, he's playing well.
Yeah, I would say so. He had a hat trick. Rams and Giants who went a full 12 rounds. Odell Beckham Jr. I mean, is there like a more exciting player we got in the game right now? Even during warm-ups, he's great. How about Eli?
You know they record, right?
Yeah, they've been playing better, though.
Oh, okay.
How did he snag that one?
Yeah, man, he's a beast.
One hand on that one. I see you working, kiddo. Look at this.
Whoa.
I'll take that. Led to a Giants field goal on a 3-zip lead. Next Giants possession, Manning to Odell Beckham Jr.
Got wide open.
And taunting afterward.
That meant he left him.
Yep.
How can they call taunting? He must have said something to him.
You can't spin the ball and dance or something.
He's got 9 touchdowns his last 7 games. So,
You got 9 touchdowns your last 7 games, you can't.
All right, no, we got big hit there, right? Alec Ogletree, and here we go.
Fella, you don't want none of that.
Right in the Fox lens.
Let the big fella go, man.
Look out, those cameras are expensive.
Wait a minute.
See,
Watch out, Laura Oakman might be down there.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money getting fined.
We had Parker, Moore, and Hayes all ejected.
Woo.
The good news is
Odell
Beckham stayed in the game.
Oh, he stayed in.
You see that,
8 catches, $148, 2 scores.
Beckham. Did you see the referee there?
By the way, he went over 1,000 yards this season. He missed the first 4 games this year. Pretty good.
NFC East battle, Eagles, Giants, and the players, Tom Coughlin including, wearing NYPD hats and shirts, honoring the 2 officers shot and killed earlier this last week. All right, back to football. First quarter, Giants ball, no score. Eli Manning looking deep for Ruben Randall, double covered, but it doesn't matter. He goes up and gets it, a pickup of 43 yards. That would lead to an Andre Williams 1-yard touchdown, and the Giants led 7-0. Ensuing Eagles drive. Mark Sanchez rolls and then finds Jordan Matthews. And Matthews has made this a habit of breaking away from tacklers and scoring from 44 yards out. The game's tied at 7. Next, Eagles drive on 3rd and goal. Sanchez fakes to Chris Polk and then finds Brent Selleck for the touchdown. The Eagles take the lead 14-7. That was Selleck's first touchdown reception of the year. Second quarter we go. Eagles ball trailing 14-10. Leading 14-10 rather. Sanchez on the play action is intercepted by Mike Harris. Sanchez's 9th interception this season, all of them in just 8 games. So 9 plays later, the Giants with it. 3rd and goal on the Eagles 2. Manning throwing a little fade to Odell Beckham, but it's knocked away by Brandon Boykin. The Giants would settle for a field goal, and they trail 14-13. A great effort by Brandon Boykin there, covering Odell Beckham Jr., knocking the ball away. All right, so next Giants drive. This on 1st down. Manning throwing deep for Beckham. And again, knocked away. Beckham also took a huge shot on the play as well. And he's pretty upset. He took his helmet off. He wanted a flag. There was no flag. And quite frankly, there was no flag on either side. Beckham took an absolutely monstrous shot around the head. You see it there. And again, no flag on the play. The Giants still trailing 17-16 at half. We go to the second half, third quarter. Giants ball, they're punting. That's Steven Weatherford. It's blocked by James Casey. Trey Burton would pick it up, and he's not going to go, is he? Yes, he would. Diving in there for the touchdown. Eagles lead 24-16. It's their 11th return touchdown of the year. Tied for third most all time. Later in the third, Giants with it, trailing 17-16. Manning to Odell Beckham Jr. This kid is unbelievable. I mean, look at how high he got up there to catch that ball. I mean, just unbelievable. He also had 90 receiving yards, well, a little more than 90 receiving yards, as you'll find out. His 9th consecutive game with 90-plus receiving yards. All right, fourth quarter. Shady McCoy takes a handoff, picks up an easy 21 yards. Next play. Fakes the handoff and then checks it down to McCoy. And then McCoy. That sound you hear, that's the sound of Mike Harris's ankles being broken. Chris Polk would then punch it in from a 1-yard out. 5 plays later, and the Eagles led 31-19. Ensuing Giants drive. Oh my goodness. Odell Beckham Jr. I mean, hello. Beckham Jr. 63 yards out in the touchdown. The Giants trail 31-26. Beckham finished the day with 185 yards in that touchdown. Later in the fourth, Eli picked off on second down. Picked off by Nate Allen. He'd return it 40 yards down to the Giants' 18. Manning, 28 of 53 for 292 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. As the Eagles would go on to win 34-26 and end the season on a positive note.